When Zach gets frustrated. This book is dedicated to Liam, Luke, and Jack. Enjoy the moment. Zach lifted his kite and ran across the beach. He hoped this time the breeze would catch it. But like the other times he tried, the kite just fluttered and dived into the sand. Stupid kite, Zach said. Since the day began, it seemed like nothing was going his way, and now his kite wouldn't fly. Zach tried to relax, but it's hard to calm down when your breath is heavy and you feel like screaming. When are we going home? He asked his dad. What's the matter? Dad asked. You love the beach. Everything's going wrong today, Zach said, especially this dumb kite that doesn't even fly. Dad curled his toes into the soft sand. You sound pretty frustrated. So, can we go home or what? Zach asked. Well, your brothers and I are having a good time, Dad said. What if I showed you a way to help yourself feel better so you can enjoy yourself too? Then we can all stay. I can't enjoy myself. This is worse than the day I threw up at school. Let's give it a try, Dad said. There are 3 steps I follow that help me handle my frustration. The first step is to name it. He wrote that in the sand by a corner of the kite. Huh, Zach said. I already have a name for it. Stupid, stinking, idiotic, no fun kite. Zach's dad just gave him a funny look. All right, Zach said. What do you mean? Frustration is what we feel when things don't go the way we want them to, his dad said. It's important to talk about the thing that frustrates you. That's why you name it. You say in words what the problem is. Do you ever get frustrated? Zach asked. Oh, yeah. Remember last week when I had so much trouble fixing Alex's bike chain? You pinched your finger and you got grease on your shirt. You were pretty mad. Pretty frustrated, Dad said. So what made you frustrated? Zach thought. I guess I'm frustrated because I can't fly this kite. Okay, Dad said. Now the second step is to tame it. That means using your chill skills to help your mind and body relax. You can take deep breaths, count slowly to 10, or concentrate on a nice sound like ocean waves. That said, here's one I really like. I squeeze my face and hands real tight for a few seconds and then let go. When you let that tension go, you get more relaxed than you were before. Let me show you. Zach wasn't in the mood to scrunch up his face and hands, but his dad had taught him some other chill skill. The trick was to practice one or two that you liked so you would remember them easily. Something like meditate or picture something you like. Zach, Zach closed his eyes and listened to the waves crashing onto the beach. He breathed in slowly through his nose and out through his mouth. Then he did it again, in through his nose, out through the mouth. He felt his body loosening up. Good, Dad said. Now you're ready for the last step. Reframe it. Reframe it? Zach asked. It means you look at the problem in a new way. When the kite wouldn't fly, I bet you said lots of negative things in your head. I bet you've been thinking crabby thoughts all day. Zach realized his dad was right. A voice in his head had been saying, "This was the worst day in the history of the world," and other grumpy things. He thought about those grumpy thoughts again. His best friend Sonia chose to go to the theme park with another friend instead of coming to the beach with Zach. I hate mornings. Nobody likes me. He dropped his toothbrush in the toilet and he stepped on the edge of the litter box and spilled it all over the floor and his foot. Worst day ever. See, your thoughts affect your feelings. That said, when you think things are bad, then you feel bad. Guess what can happen when you change or reframe those bad thoughts into good ones? What's the point? Zach said. Bad stuff still happened to me. If I had a magic wand, I would make everything go away. I would make everything go the way I want. You can't change what happened to you, Dad said, but you can change what you think about what happened. For example, when Sonia said she couldn't come, you thought, "Nobody likes me." Instead, try thinking, "Sonia is a good friend. I will see her soon." Zach thought about what his dad said, and he remembered that he and Sonia had a soccer game tomorrow, which was always fun. Surprisingly, he did feel a little better. So he thought about that voice in his head that said that this was the worst day ever. He knew it wasn't really true, so he changed his thought. Zach said, "This kite won't fly, but the beach is awesome. I love jumping in the waves." He looked out at the people splashing in the water. "How do you feel?" asked Dad. "Pretty good, I guess, but I'll never remember all these steps." "Check this out," Dad said, tracing the kite. "A triangle has 3 points, right?" He pointed to the corners. "Name it, tame it, reframe it. We'll call this the frustration triangle." The triangle was a good idea. Zach closed his eyes and practiced picturing the triangle with the words at each corner. When he saw "name it," he would say why he was frustrated. When he saw "tame it," he would do deep breathing or another chill skill. And when he saw "reframe it," he would change his negative thoughts to positive ones. For now, he wanted to enjoy the beach, so he ran out into the waves to swim. When he got out of the water, maybe he would try that kite again. When Zach uses the frustration triangle, he handles his frustration in a healthy way instead of letting it get the best of him. For help with your frustration, you can use Zach's frustration triangle. Just like Zach, you can name it, tame it, and reframe it to help yourself feel better when things aren't going your way. The end. The book is written by William Mulcahy.